Cambridgeshire is raising awareness of a rare disease which left her toddler unable to walk or talk.
Yes, 3-year-old Theo King was taken to hospital after what his parents thought was a fever. But after a number of tests, doctors at Addenbrooke's Hospital diagnosed him with Kawasaki Disease, an illness which affects around 8 in 100,000 children every year. Ravina Gatora has the story.
Just 3 weeks ago, little Theo was too poorly to speak. He started to feel tired and had a temperature. Theo's parents thought he had a virus, but at the time had no idea it was Kawasaki disease.
He was just not himself at all. He was not himself. Overnight, it just came on, and a mother's instinct knew, and a father's instinct knew that something was wrong. Definitely something was wrong.
As the days went by, Theo's health got worse. He could barely walk, talk, and had to be fed through a tube.
It was torturous, and he was just absolutely not with it at all. He was on a morphine drip. He was on lots of antibiotics. He had to learn to hold a pen again. He had to learn to walk again. He was holding onto the walls, and speak again, and it was terrible. And I remember sitting there thinking, is this going to be like my son now? And it was horrendous.
Theo spent 2 weeks at Addenbrooke's Hospital. During that time, he saw more than 100 different doctors, including Kate Arman. 10 days after Theo was admitted, he was diagnosed with Kawasaki disease.
Kawasaki disease is an inflammatory condition affecting the blood vessels of the body. It affects 8 out of 100,000 children under 5, so it's quite a rare condition. It was harder in Theo's case because he didn't show all of the typical signs. It was only by the time I kind of came to see him at 10 days that he then kind of fitted the whole picture and we could go ahead and treat him.
How do you feel now? Better. Theo is now happy at home and back to enjoying life as a toddler. He still has Kawasaki disease and will need regular heart scans. Sophie now wants to raise awareness of an illness which doesn't strike often, but needs recognising quickly when it does. Ravina Gatora, ITV News, Little Downham in Cambridgeshire.
Well, Sue Davidson is from the Kawasaki support group. Thanks for joining us. We've seen from Ravina's report there, this disease, it's incredibly rare. Just remind us of the symptoms parents should look out for.
It's not as rare as perhaps people think, but it's certainly unusual. The symptoms tend to be a fever, which goes on for 5 days or more. They have red eyes, they have red lips and tongue. The lips can be very dry and cracked. Quite often they will have a lymph node swollen on one side of the neck. And they'll have a rash, but the rash can be anything, anywhere. And they'll be really miserable. Right. And the parents often say there was something about this illness. They knew it wasn't an ordinary illness.
Yeah, and how serious can the disease be if it's not spotted early?
It can be fatal, and it is fatal in this country sometimes, yes.
What do we know about the disease? Is it something that's getting more prevalent in society? What's causing it? Is it something that's actually happening in society that we're doing?
No, they don't know the cause. There is work going on, there's lots of work going on to try and establish the cause, but they don't know it at this time. And it is becoming more common, but we're not sure if that is because the diagnosis rates are improving because it's being recognised, or if there is genuinely. The BPSU are working hard on figures, and they'll be publishing soon, we hope.
Yeah, and what help do you give those people that come to you?
When people phone me, I'm not a medic, but they phone me. I've been through it myself. We have nearly 1,700 families in our group now, so I can use my experience. And it's speaking as a mom to another mom or dad, and it's the human side of the illness. It's the what do I do now?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like this?
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Sue Davidson, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much indeed for your time today.
You're very welcome.
Next tonight, 250,000